and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations. Here in Six Nations, everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs.
Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to Can-Am action from the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. I'm Steven Stamp here on Blue Squad. Very pleased to be bringing you the first goal of the game. That is tucked home by Josh Becker and the Allegany Arrows in blue, going right to left. Have scored the first goal of the game. We're just going to see the celebration there. Grand River wearing their orange that they debuted last week in a successful 16-15 win over the Tonawanda Braves. They're hoping they will have the same kind of luck this week. Of course, Allegany sitting atop the Can-Am League is a whole different challenge. Keto Hill will rip one from the outside. Turned aside by, I believe that's Chase Martin starting between the pipes. Yeah, for the Allegany Arrows. He's backed up by Goa Abrams. And between the pipes for Grand Rivers, Carter Romanuk. Allegany back into the offensive zone, shoveled ahead there. Drive to the net, spinning away is Chase Fraser. Fraser wants it back. It's going to be a shot from the outside and a blast from Nate Kettle. Sidearm sneaks it past Romanuk. You can see Kettle get it there and just tucks it inside that near post. He'll head back to the bench. It's 2-0 Allegany. Richie Albert rips it out for Grand River, but Allegany's going to come away with it. On the run, Darius Anderson up over center. He'll evade some pressure. Tim Johnson on him. Here's Becker ripping again. That one's wide. Scooped up the loose ball, and the Warriors will head forward. We don't have a game sheet yet, so we don't have all the numbers for the Warriors. Sorry about that. We'll try and get that sorted as soon as we can. That one went off the shoulder of Mike Pallas. We're going to have an outlet pass, but it gets a little bit too far, and Romanuk is going to be able to pull that one up. And he's looking for somebody off the bench, and nobody was there to take it. Just jumping on at the last second. Was a Warriors player, but Allegany gets it turned over. Leo Sturris with the throw ahead. They're going to slow things down a little bit. The ball in the stick of Amos Whitcomb. Backpedaling the pass up to the top. Kettle hands it off, sets a pick, driving to the net. Good look there for Chris Kluche. He's getting his own rebound after the Romanuk save. Pass down low. There's a shot right on top of the crease. It's going to be a crease violation, or Kobe Whitcomb would have had the third goal of the game. And Grand River will move forward. Grand River trying to fight their way through, but Allegany has just been a wall so far in the defensive zone. Lane Smith takes it to the top, hands it off immediately, and Kobe Whitcomb is going to head along the boards. That one's a bit too far for Becker. Richie Albert gets it. Becker's all over him. Albert with a couple of deking maneuvers. Nice job to escape and get it ahead up over center. Hard underhand shot, and that one's going to be stopped by Chase Martin. There's a goal. It's going to wipe out a penalty. There's a delayed call coming. Although, and now we're getting into it. Pretty feisty. That was a big hit. So 5 minutes in, we've got a 3-0 lead for the Allegany Arrows. Looks like Jesse Jimerson is going in for the Arrows. Oh, actually, he's getting tossed. Comes to a teammate's aid after that initial shot, and he's going to be getting the gate. That will leave the Arrows a little bit short. Somebody's going to have to go serve that penalty as well. Kobe Whitcomb for Allegany, Tom Montour for Grand River. Getting the update. So the season not quite wrapping up. We were talking previously about how the season wraps up this weekend, but in fact, there are some more games coming up as Tuscarora has had to make up a couple of games that were postponed earlier in the season. Those games will be played next July 6th, right here at 6 p.m. at the ILA against Grand River. And then July 7th at 5 p.m., they're going to be in Tonawanda. So they'll be making up those two games. We do have more action coming tomorrow. That will be Tuscarora versus Tonawanda. That's the last home game of the season for Tusky. And every game important in the standings. Everyone does make the playoffs, but you want to be in a good position. Keto Hill's shot from the outside, stopped by Chase Martin. He's looking down the floor. There's nobody there. He's going to bounce one. Nice job finding Chris Kluche coming off the bench. Kluche, hard rip to Lane Smith, just misses the net. That is a dangerous situation. I mean, Chris Kluche is dangerous, but you don't want to let Lane Smith in alone on the net either. That one turned aside by Romanuk. And we are at 5-on-5 still. Oh, no, we have 4-on-4. So there must be a difference. Yeah, okay, so there is a double minor to a Grand River. And just a single minor to the visiting Warriors. Arrows. Little jousting up at the top. Allegany coming away with that ball. Liam Keane gets it, quickly moves it out, and just like that, they're up over center. Carl Kettle moves it on. Here's Amos Whitcomb, the most recent scorer. He gets it back from his brother Kobe. Dropping it there. Hard rip from the outside, but that's right in the belly pad. And the Warriors will come forward. Tom Montour He got things going last week for the Warriors with a shot from around the restraining line that didn't look like he was necessarily going to shoot, just wound up and let it fly. Worked like a charm. This time he's going to hand it off. Here's Haudenosaunee Miracle. Pass across the middle, can't quite connect with Keto Hill. That one's stopped by Martin, scooped up immediately. And Allegany back up over center. Allegany with a hard rip from Chase Fraser comes straight back to him off the chest pad of Romanek. That pass doesn't connect. Nice job dodging a little traffic, and here comes Grand River up over center. That pass doesn't connect with Lane Smith. He stays out of the crease, but the ball does not. It rolls into Romanek, and Tom Montour is looking for an outlet pass. Jake Bomberry, top scorer for this club. So dangerous. Hard rip from the outside, but Martin throws out that left arm. Allegany's pushing the pace to get it ahead to Frank Brown. Just skips off of his stick. It's grabbed there and flung ahead, but that one's going to be knocked down. Fighting for it is Keto Hill. The Warriors wanted a loose ball push as Hill was flattened, but Allegany comes away with possession, and they will go back up over center. Kobe Whitcomb once again. They are on the power play now. It's the second of the double minor being served. That one's going to be stopped by Romanek off the stick of Kluche. Grand River getting a pick here from Miracle. He rolls inside. Great play, but stopped by Martin. Don't think Miracle got that exactly where he wanted, but we are having a penalty called for a check from behind. It'll be Allegany going to the box. So we're going to go 4-on-4 for about 42 seconds here. Hard rip from Miracle. Gets checked from Brown into the boards. That's going to be a loose ball push. And Grand River will retain possession. Another 32 to go on the 4-on-4. Brown getting over to pick up the man. He gets the block. Leo Sturris was directing him over. They make the outlet pass here to Darius Anderson. He's going for a run. And it is a double minor on that penalty. So after these 5 seconds tick by, it'll be a pretty extended power play for the Warriors. But a chance here on the 4-on-4, and they score. Darius Anderson just hanging out and getting kind of lost by the Warriors. You see, maybe they think he's heading over to the bench. It's going to be a face-off violation on Allegany. So the Warriors will get the ball. They're down 4-0, but they've got 3 minutes to work with, and they can get 2 power play goals here on the double minor. They got to get something rolling. Have not generated a lot of offensive looks. Hill playing catch. They're looking at Jake Bomberry up top, but he's going to go and set a pick. Hard rip from the outside, but that one's going to get out of play up off the roof. And Frank Brown will take possession for Allegany. Kobe Whitcomb up over center. Looked like he was thinking shot. Picked off, and Grand River into the offensive zone. Miracle. Under a little forecheck pressure, but Kobe Whitcomb will have one pop and head off and get the penalty killers out there. Gedison Sturris, vocal up at the top of the penalty kill formation. Keto Hill, flip behind the back. That shot was tipped. Number 10 for Warriors loses his stick, so he tries to kick it in. That's not going to go. Basically, that's a way of a player showing that he had his stick taken away from him. Amos Whitcomb taking his time. Got Cloutier coming in off the bench on the far side. 6 on the shot clock. He'll try and get a shot off, but that one's blocked on the way to the net. I think it was Stu Martin getting that one. Here comes Jake Bomberry. Bomberry backpedaling. Grand River not able to take advantage of the first power play, but Keto Hill's looking to get one on this. Oh, big save, Chase Martin. Throws it out. What a stop. Keto Hill naked on the crease. It's not a sight any goalie wants to see. Keene will leave it there, and Kobe Whitcomb runs into the offensive zone. Just under a minute left on the power play. 10 on the shot clock here. As you can see from that frozen 30 there, the shot clock's not always working. They've had some issues with them lately here at the ILA. They actually have 2 shot clocks up, probably so they can try them both out, see which is going to be better. Here's Howdice Miracle with 30 left on the power play. Lobs a bouncer over to Jake Bomberry. Just getting their fifth forward out on the power play. That one stopped, snagged by Frank Brown. Nice little pick by Xavier Taylor to open him up and let him run up into the offensive zone. Brown still hanging on to it. Handed off to Cloutier as they are back to even strength. Cloutier flips it to Fraser. Seen plenty of that in Buffalo as the Bandits with Fraser and Cloutier in the lineup. Won back-to-back championships. Getting their second this year. There's Tommy Montour. He was a Bandit for quite a while. Bouncer. That one stopped, and we're going to have a crease violation. Allegany's got it again with their 4-0 lead. They're going to look to keep piling it up. Driving to the net was Whitcomb. Hands it off to his brother, but that one was blocked right out of the stick. Never got anywhere. Fraser goes for a tumble as his stick bounces away from him. He'll just pick it up and retreat. Grand River with the ball. They've got Richie Albert down the floor. Doesn't make the catch. That's going to be a penalty. A little overzealous with Xavier Taylor. He thought it was a pretty good hit. It was a pretty good hit. Maybe a bit too much. So another 2 minutes for Grand River to work with. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first. They really could use something to crack that goose egg, get it going. Keto Hill will try. Stopped by Chase Martin. He tries to pounce on the loose ball, but bounces to Leo Sturris. He's going for a run. He's got a man with him. We'll make that pass now. Bounces it to Darius Anderson. Down to Amos Whitcomb. Whitcomb all the way around the formation and then tosses it back just before he cuts behind the net. It gets knocked down. Tom Montour had it for a moment. He's still got it. Ducks around a forechecker, drops it, pops it back in his stick. He's got one with him. Todd Thomas coming off the bench. Montour fires one. And then throws a bit of an elbow at Carl Kettle. Elbows are going everywhere as Frankie Brown's wound up getting into the face of Todd Thomas there. Tom Montour staying out playing the top of the power play. He just wants to get something going. He wants a goal on the board. There's a quick stick attempt in the back door, and they get it. What a lovely finish on that pass by Howdice Miracle. Oh, perfect job sneaking into the back door. We're just going to have to listen. I believe that's Jesse Johnson. I'm not sure. So we'll wait for the announcement and see. Reggie Albert will try and get it back for the Warriors off the draw, but it's going to be tracked down by Chris Kluche. He's looking up the floor, wanted to make the immediate pass, wasn't there. He'll just carry it up over center. Oh, off the post on the far side. That was Tyler Nanticoke, by the way, with the goal. Wearing number 10. That's going to be a crease violation. Chris Atwood just stepped on the line. And Grand River will have the ball back. Hey, they've got the first one. Now they are looking to keep things rolling. Spinning, just working his way in. The ball pops out of the stick there. Comes to Keto Hill, and he's going to run out of time. Tricky for him because, again, that shot clock in that end was frozen at 30, so he looked at it, just didn't know how long was left. It turns out he only had about a second. Took just a bit longer than that to get that shot off. Whitcomb, underhand shot stopped, snagged there. Tim Johnson trying to come up with a loose ball. And they're going to call a little loose ball push. Underhand pass. That's a hard overhand rip, a little stick on stick check. And the shot from Josh Becker didn't get through. Johnson scoops it up. Stripped, good forecheck pressure. Kluche trying to fight out of traffic, does so, gets to the net, shoots off the far post. It's crease violation anyway. And Warriors with the ball. Nice toss ahead by Tom Montour, getting it to Jake Bomberry. Bomberry getting a big pick, but actually winds up hitting his teammate Tyler Nanticoke with that one. Oh, sorry. No. 97 is Tyler Nanticoke. Yeah. Sorry, still trying to sort out a few of these numbers. Ball loose behind the net. Frank Brown just gliding up the floor. Good to see him back on the floor. He's had a lot of injuries over the last couple of years. Really struggled, but got a little bit into the roster with Buffalo this year in the NLL. Great to see him back playing regularly. I'm sure the Haudenosaunee Nationals would love to have him back at full strength. There's a big hit, but it pops straight back to Chase Fraser. That shot is blocked. And then Kobe Whitcomb is just run over, and it's going to be a 30-second violation. And you can see Grand River cranking up the physical side of the game. And it seems to be working. They have been containing the efforts of the Arrows better as we've gone on in this game, in this period. Pops loose, snagged there. Liam Keane on the run. He's got one with him. They're both on their offsides. They're going to switch. They are. That's Darius Anderson with him. Around the world. Oh, that was a beauty, even if it wasn't a goal. And Kluche will get the loose ball. What a pass, though, from Liam Keane. Around the world to get it over to the far side. They almost got one. That's a hard rip, but it's going to go off a defender. Doesn't get out of play, so down to 16 on the shot clock. Chris Atwood scores. Atwood just drops the head of the stick. He is such a dangerous sniper. He's been doing it for years. I guess you could call it a comeback, but I'm not sure he's ever really gone away. Look at that. Just sees the lane between the two defenders and blasts that one. So Allegany responds to that first goal that the Warriors were able to get. There's a goal on the break, right off the face-off. You see Albert just rips it ahead. That's a perfect pass. How nice Miracle with another assist as he just taps that one home. Extended battle. And Allegany gets it. And here they come driving Whitcomb to the far side lane. Smith stop. That's a big save. So it was Stu Martin on that goal in the final minute. Keto Hill's going to duck underneath, duck back over the top. The late space opens up. Big save, Chase Martin. 5 seconds to go in the period. Whitcomb's got to let one go. He got it there in time, but just wide of the net. And we will get through 20 minutes of play with the score. Allegany Arrows 5. The Grand River Warriors 2. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Blue Squatch Productions' presentation of Can-Am Lacrosse action from the ILA. And we will see you in 10 minutes after the break.
Echo needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction For sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction For sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco.
All right, lacrosse friends, we are ready to roll. Welcome back to the ILA. It's 5-2. Allegany Arrows now going left to right in their blue with the yellow trim against the Grand River Warriors, the home team here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena in their new orange jerseys. And a chance for Stu Martin right away, staved again by Chase Martin, who has been on fire. Allegany back to the attack. Chase Fraser backpedaling, looking around. Finally finds somebody. I guess it's Chris Kluche. Kluche will spin. 10 on the shot clock. There's a bit of a pop there from Tim Johnson. They go backdoor attempt. That one's missed. And Tom Montour on the run. He's got Colby Martin now in the trailer. He gets it to him. He scores. There's a goal on the run by Phil Henry. Nice little pass to leave it there. You see Tom Montour, he's looking to the far side, thinks that's not there, so he makes the pass over to Phil Henry, and he makes a beautiful finish. So just 42 seconds into the second period, the Warriors have closed the gap to 5-3. They feel like they should have beaten these Allegany Arrows the last time they played. It didn't work out for them. Grand River thinks they can compete. It didn't look like it early. Allegany definitely had the best of the play in the first period, especially the first half of that. But Grand River starts working their way back. And now they're within a couple of goals. They just got to keep it rolling. And there's one right there. A blast from Haudenosaunee Miracle. And they are fired up. You see the Warriors are starting to get excited. Stu Martin up for the offensive shift. Moves it around through the top. And Haudenosaunee Miracle just lets it fly. It's a one-goal game. Funny how a couple of stops at one end and a couple of goals at the other can completely change the momentum of the game. This game feels very different than it did in the first half of the first period. Long bounce pass ahead, and Haudenosaunee Miracle into the offensive zone. Watch there by Darius Anderson. Big pick from Jason Henhock. There's the roll. Takes the pass, stopped by Chase Martin. Oh, but that one's going to be a goal, and we're all tied up. What a finish by Todd Thomas. Having a heck of a season, and this one is nothing fancy. He's just going to fight his way through, be in the right place at the right time, pick up the garbage and put it home. Wearing the number 7, making like an ancient number 7, Phil Esposito of the Boston Bruins. And if you're old enough to remember that, you will remember how deadly he was in front of the net in the NHL. And we are 5-5, and the Allegany Arrows are going to get together, and Billy D. Smith wants to have a chat. He is their head coach, and he is saying, let's figure something out here, guys. They're taking it to us. Billy D's an intense guy. Had a chat with him before the game. Told him I'd heard he was thinking about making a comeback. He said he practiced, but not so sure about it. He did come back a couple of years ago and played some games with the Six Nations Chiefs, where he'd won Man Cup championships and just been an absolute terror out on the floor. Great to catch up with him. He's just one of those really good guys, one of the toughest players you'll ever see on a lacrosse floor, and just a great guy off the lacrosse floor. So many of the toughest players are. And we're going to roll just a minute and a half into the second period. We're all tied up at 5-5. It's in my contract. I only call 1-goal games in the Can-Am. Last week, it was Grand River 16-15 over Tonawanda. Last night in Onondaga, overtime, the Newtown Golden Eagles with an 11-10 win over the Onondaga Redhawks. So obviously, this is going to be another 1-goal game. Make sure you stay with us here on Blue Squatch Productions. Here's a chance for Kluche. Passes back door. Nice save there by Carter Romanuk. He's going to get up out of play, and it will be Allegany possession, but that's a heck of a stop. Whitcomb to Whitcomb. Kobe flicks it across. Hard shot taken there. That was Nate Kettle trying to fight for it. It's going to be scooped up by Kobe Whitcomb. Oh, and Amos goes down. He was going to set a pick, and Kobe is going to go after the man who hit him. That's Owen Martin. And Kobe is fired up. He has got some words for Owen Martin. Still talking. And we'll see how this plays out. The rough on the one side, rough on the other. So we're going to have 2 minutes apiece for roughing. Oh, no. It's just, holy cow, Amos Whitcomb, the only one getting the penalty here. And I mean, Amos dropped like he'd been shot. He took that. Obviously, there was some contact to the face. Don't know if it was intentional. Certainly, Owen Martin not called for the play. So, with a 5-5 tie, the last 3 goals of the game in their favor, Grand River's going to the man advantage. They haven't done a lot on the power play. They did get one, though. See what they can work out here. So you've got Jake Baumberry on the top. That pass doesn't get through as he's cut through the middle. Now it's knocked ahead. That's going to be a tripping call. I don't know if it was intentional, but for sure that was going to be a breakaway opportunity there for Xavier Taylor. You can see as this pass goes wide, nice job by Taylor to swat it ahead and then just clipping the heel. That sent Owen Martin flying. And it's going to be 4-on-4 for minute 35. It's Josh Becker. Gets a pick from Lane Smith. They try to pass it down low. Chris Atwood, second time he's just stepped on the crease. Sorry, so it was Todd Thomas on the trip as he was back checking Xavier Taylor. Drive underneath. Oh, great pass to the front, and they're going to say no goal. Grease violation. Allegany wants to push the pace here. And running into the back of his goalie, Chase Martin, was the defender. That was Liam Keane coming out. There's a delayed penalty coming. It'll probably be crease interference. So Allegany's got a 5-on-4 here with the goaltender pulled. Quick stick, they score. That is a lovely little touch pass and the quick stick finish from Amos Whitcomb. Whitcomb is setting up. He's just waiting. And they get it to him, and he tucks it home. Boy, that reminds me of Dan Lintner. Has played for the Toronto Rock. He was in Saskatchewan. He's bounced around a bit. He when he was with Brooklyn Redmond, Brooklyn Lacrosse Club, I remember going to talk to him once after a game and saying, "How do you get so open on the back door? Like, they have to know it's coming." He's like, "I don't know. I just go there and nobody's watching me." So the 4-on-4 goal for Allegany forges a lead once again for them. Oh, that pass actually eventually worked out as Jake Bombury picked it up off the boards. Tommy Montour tosses it across. Oh, it's opening up for Keto Hill. Last one. Oh, that's going to be a little bit of a push from behind. He's going to check, make sure his opponent is okay. Talking with Keto Hill before the game. I haven't seen him play for a while in person. I was down at the intermission getting the game sheet, and he said, "So, what do you think? Have I still got it?" So, well, you got to finish. He actually said that. I got to score, but creating some chances. Allegany back to the O, and they are going to the power play right now with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Hard rip by Kluche, but right in the belly pad of Romanuk. I think he was worried that was going to be a back end, but it was inadvertent. Stu Martin spins. Oh, nice job getting that one and racing away from Whitcomb. And then just drops it off to Keto Hill. Heck of a play by Stu Martin. He's going to come out and get the pass back. Drives to the net. It's a great strip. What a defensive effort. Gotta check who that is. Taking the pass right now. Oh, that's Amos Whitcomb who'd gone back to play a defensive shift. Obviously not just an offensive threat. He wants that one back, but that hard shot is off the post by Kobe Whitcomb, right back out of play. And it's going to be an Allegany possession. Chase Fraser with the ball. Chase Fraser in the mummy. Steps back. Whitcomb was thinking about it. Low to high pass. Becker drives to the net. Nice job avoiding the crease. But he was stopped by Romanuk, who's having a pretty solid game. Early on, they were finding some holes and was looking a little dicey for Grand River. But Romanuk sharpened up. And the Warriors are back in this one. There's another stop. And Grand River's going to try and go forward and get this tied back up. Albert with the outlet pass to Owen Martin. Darius Anderson all the way up over center to put some pressure on. Martin had to be adept to get that one ahead. Just hand it off here to Tyler Nanticoke. He'll spin. Bounce pass to the far side. Oh my goodness. That is Jesse Johnson just loading it up and letting it fly. Watch this one. You can see that Nanticoke is waiting for someone. That bounce pass is there. Nobody out on him. That is a long way out for Jesse Johnson. Wow. We're all tied up again, 6-6. Again, we got a few more games. One tomorrow. Tuscarora at Tonawanda. Is it Tuscarora at Tonawanda tomorrow? Oh, Tonawanda at Tuscarora. There we go. We'll have that here on Blue Squatch, the home of Can-Am Lacrosse. I'm Steven Stamp. It's great to be here with you. Happy to be a part of the crew. Got Trevor Butts on the camera. And trying to get that shot clock facing the right way. And he did it. Trevor did it. The shot clock is corrected. It took about 5 different tries because it would be straight the right way on the 30, when it showed 30, and then as it started counting down, it would be wrong. It would be backwards. Unbelievable. I don't even know how that happens, but Trevor figured it out. Well done. Nice job evading some pressure and then getting the ball down low. How nice Miracle can't quite manage it. So we got one more change here. Is How Nice Miracle. There's a big hit. The Grand River player is down. That's Keto Hill in the corner. He's slow to get up, and he's just going to make his way to the bench. Nice job tracing back there by Carl Kettle to turn that aside, and then Martin had to make another save. Scooped up there by, it's not scooped up. Battling for is Todd Thomas. It's grabbed by Allegany, outlet pass. Josh Becker looking up the floor. Going to hand it off and go for a change. Takes a little bump from Stu Martin for his troubles. Here's Nate Kettle. Tries to hit the feed coming through. And there were a couple of blue jerseys kind of running into each other. Here's Owen Martin taking the outlet pass. He's got a man off the bench. Nice pass. Pretty good shot, but Chase Martin with another good save. Good opportunity there coming off the bench in transition. That was Jesse Johnson. So they did tell us before the game that How Dice Miracle was wearing 22 today. He actually came out wearing the 88. He's back in 22 now for the second period. Chase Fraser, hard outside rip. Skips it by. And Chase Fraser, seen plenty of those. And does a lot of his damage right on top of the crease. Watch this one. You can see him just off screen, comes in and bounces it home. Allegany forges back ahead. So yeah, tomorrow, Tonawanda at Tuscarora. And then we got June 29th, Tuscarora is going to be at Newtown. That's tomorrow, isn't it? I think that's tomorrow. There's a lot going on. Tuscarora is a busy club, but they do have a couple of makeup games, Tuscarora, so they'll be back here at the ILA next Saturday, July 6th for 6 p.m. game, and then Sunday, July 7th, 5 p.m. They go to Tonawanda again, and again, a goal for Allegany. That rip by Chris Cloutier, and you can see he's calling for the ball, gets Romanuk moving a little bit to his right and pulls it back to the keeper's left. So 8-6. Allegany is fortunate ahead, but I'll tell you, it's a tight one. Snagged there. Jesse Johnson's fighting his way through ahead. Tries to get it across to Tom Montour. Montour watched by Xavier Taylor. Johnson will set a little bit of a pick. Taylor going to give him a wrap around the neck. Tom Montour rips it. Save Chase Martin. That one's up out of play. Is play blown down or is it still going? So that ball went out of play. That actually, I think, hit the bricks behind the bench. Oh, what a save. Chase Martin adds Jake Bomberry to his list of robberies. Here comes Allegany up the floor trying to do what so often happens, a save at one end, goal at the other. No, Romanuk makes a save here, and Owen Martin taken off. They got Miracle coming off the bench. I might have wanted to get it to him. Now they do. Okay, that was a pretty good decision because that's a good shot. But Miracle just a little bit wide. Allegany will go back up the other way. Jeff Geddes hustling forward. Becker handed it off. Looking for a return pass from Fraser. It's not there. Cloutier gets warned by his teammates that the defender is coming as Lennox Mitten was all over him. They can't connect on the pass to Chase Fraser. And there's 3 left on the shot clock. You can hear the muck coming from the bench in those final seconds of the shot clock. No need to pick it up. Just wait for the 30 to expire. You get the ball for free. Here's Stu Martin. Nice pass, little sidearm shot. Jake Bomberry couldn't quite find his spot on the run, but they get it back. Todd Thomas. He's going to look to Bomberry behind the net. Martin trying to get the stick up and steal that one. Couldn't get it there, so How Nice Miracle will just slow it down. Saved by Martin. Oh, it's going to be a crease violation. Almost a chance on the rebound for Jesse Johnson. Geddes got it ahead to Amos Whitcomb. He's on his offside, just lobs it back over, and Kobe will make the pass to Fraser. Or sure, that's Chris Atwood. He's going to let it fly. That was blocked out front. Atwood has his pass picked off. Tim Johnson dropped it. Sure, that's Dawit Martin. He rolls it over to the bench. It's popped up in the air, just coming off the bench. Oh, what a grab by Tyler Nanticoke. Boy, that's a hand-eye coordination play to knock that one up, then go get it in among some taller players. Nanticoke, little change-up scores. Not a lot on it, and kind of threw it on his off step. Let's watch Tyler Nanticoke. He's recovered it. He earned this one, recovering over along the boards. Just sees a lane, and you know what? He shoots that as he's cutting around the player. I think he just made Chase Martin believe that he was going to do a toe drag, come around the defender, and try and get a shot in tight. Instead, he floats a changeup that sneaks through Martin, and it's 8-7. Wow, it was looking early on like Grand River just was not going to be able to save Chase Martin. He was playing so well. But they've got some now. Great step around it. Kobe Whitcomb. There's a big save by Romanuk. Boy, Carter Romanuk's having himself a second period. Owen Martin under all kinds of pressure there from Darius Anderson. Anderson pulls up as Martin does. Martin will hand it back. Owen Martin same for an offensive shift. Shot from the outside. That one's turned aside. So that was Mike Pallas letting that one go. They lob it ahead. And Xavier Taylor had to double clutch on that one. No chance for a transition. Still one more to come out for Allegany. It's Chris Cloutier. That was Lane Smith not being able to catch it. A little tangle with a player from each team there. It's 84 Tim Johnson and 94 Josh Becker. And then the hit from behind now. The penalty is coming. It's going to be a holding call on Tim Johnson. And I think it came. Oh, no. They're going to call it on Dawit Martin. Let's see if I caught that one. Okay, so it's the one at the end there where Dawit Martin could have been a call to check from behind, a number of things, but they're going to, no, you know what? I take it back. Dawit Martin started to go. It is Tim Johnson as he was on top of Josh Becker on the floor, just kind of stayed on top of him and pinned him down a bit, and that led to the holding call. So Allegany with a 1-goal lead is on the power play. Atwood back to Cloutier. Hard rip, underhand, it's stopped, gets away from Stu Martin. He doesn't know where it went. Oh, but they get the ball ahead. Nice catch, Montour. He's going to let that go. That one's stopped by Martin. Nice sidestep by Frankie Brown, and he whips it ahead to Cloutier, and they're right back on the power play. I'm inordinately pleased at Trevor Butts getting that 30-second shot clock worked around because it was the devil. Cloutier grabs that Fraser rebound off the backboards. Atwood fires one that gets blocked. Boy, Chris Atwood has been getting a lot of shots blocked tonight. I mean, he knows how to get shots through. It's just one of those nights for him. And that's going to be a 30-second violation. And Tom Montour will start with possession for the Warriors. They're going to slow things down. And after they kill about 30 seconds, they will hope that they can get a shot off and get a reset or, get a shorthanded goal. There's the last goal scorer, Tyler Nanticoke, with the pass ahead. Stu Martin grabs it. Gets it through traffic. Oh, beautiful play. Another finish by Nanticoke. What a pass by Martin to get that one through. And then Jason Hendhock with the catch and release. Look at this. To grab that one, Martin. That is right through traffic. Boom. Nanticoke takes a whack in the back. Now, is there no penalty being called on that hit? So we remain after that shorthanded goal with Allegany on the man advantage for 48 more seconds. And we're all tied up again. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Blue Squatch Productions' presentation of Can-Am Lacrosse from the ILA. Don't sleep on the Can-Am. That's what I'm saying. There's some great lacrosse action going on. Last year we saw Tuscarora finish last in the regular season and then go on a Cinderella run through the playoffs all the way to a President's Cup berth where they didn't have a great record, but everyone knew they were playing Tuskegee. It was a tough game. There's another save by Martin, makes the face save and just drops it from under his chin. Long outlet pass. Oh, pretty nice catch. Had a defender right there on him, so Whitcomb's going to have to turn around, gives it to Fraser. He thought about that one. Hands it off to Cloutier. Oh, Becker's pass is picked off. Owen Martin going for a run. Cloutier hustling back. Nice effort by Chris Cloutier to go back in defensive transition. And that's going to be a tripping call. Owen Martin gets the ball. Romanek going to the bench, but he's not going to get there in time as the pass pops loose and it's scooped up there by Josh Becker. So Grand River, I'm pretty sure Grand River has not had a lead yet in this game. I got the thumbs up from Trevor Butts. He's in agreement. He concurs. If you've seen Catch Me If You Can, you know you should always concur. Well, not always, but when it's meritorious. Sidearm rip. How nice miracle, a little wide. Tyler Nanticoke, he's been the sniper lately. Tried to get to Miracle, and he was ready to shoot before he had it. Chase Martin reaches out and does come away with the ball. Bounces one that was almost picked off by Jason Hendhock. The veteran getting his stick right in the way there. But they do manage to bring it ahead as Leo Sturris runs up over center. The NLL Cup finalist with the Albany Firewolves, joining his vanquishers in Chase Fraser and Chris Cloutier on a dynamite lineup for this Allegany Arrows club. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Allegany is going to be content to let that 30 expire. Dalwin Martin and Nate Kettle will extricate themselves, and they get it ahead. Here's Tom Montour. Started the game with the Woody. He switched over to the plastic stick. He's pretty adept with either. Get it up to the top to Jake Bomberry. Miracle backdoor. Oh, what a save. Fraser or Martin going crease to, or post to post. Ball pops loose, and it's going to be Warriors possession again. Fresh 30. Actually, the shot clock wasn't reset. That pass doesn't connect with Thomas. A couple of defenders on him. Miracle has it. Oh, he loses it, but it becomes a pass. What a save again, Chase Martin. Chase Martin has been spectacular in stretches in this game. There's 5 left in the power play. We'll see if Grand River takes a shot or if they're worried about the breakaway chance. They will take a shot as the penalized player, Liam Keane, was coming back into the defensive zone. Gets up off of Martin out of play, and it's a fresh possession. Back to 5-on-5 lacrosse. Miracle, handoff. Jason Henhock's hard underhand. That was blocked by Keane. He grabs it. Justin Gill. Up over center, hands it off. Becker. Flick pass to Atwood. Atwood was going for Becker. Winds up being tracked down almost by Whitcomb. They're going to run out of opportunity there, though, and it will be possession once again to the Warriors. What a game we've got going here. There's Lennox Mitten with a shovel pass. Jesse Johnson comes near side. Mike Powless. They're isolating. He's got Jeff Geddes watching him. Pass doesn't connect, and it's going to be snagged there. Sturris with the outlet pass. Breaking away all alone is Whitcomb. He's got a trailer. There's one save. Oh, but the follow-up. What a goal there. Amos Whitcomb with the shot. And on the replay, look at that. It is a 2-on-0, and it's almost like a pass. Great job jumping up into the air and tucking that one home. Was that Kobe Whitcomb that put the rebound in? Yeah, Kobe Whitcomb picking up his brother's rebound. Really nice job not going over the cylinder, because it doesn't always get called, but in this league and most of summer lacrosse, the rule for a crease violation is that if your foot goes entirely over the cylinder, imaginary cylinder above the crease lines, that's a violation. And Whitcomb did a great job staying out of that so he could tuck the jump shot home. Hard battle for the ball is going to eventually be won by Kobe Whitcomb. Chris Cloutier directs traffic. Whitcomb flicks it over. Kettle. Cloutier, quick movement. Bouncer, that one stopped by Romanuk. A couple of Warriors wind up on the floor. Penalty coming. So Romanuk's going to make his way to the bench. He'll actually have time to get there this time. Last time he was sprinting over. They threw the ball away almost immediately. He was about halfway there. Here's Tyler Nanticoke. Miracle looking for the back door. He's got it. Shot wasn't there, so he gets it to Bomberry. Hard rip, saved by Martin. And the interference call will be made. So the Warriors got things rolling a bit. They're going to go to the power play with a chance to tie it back up. We have a 1-goal game with 1:25 to play here in the second period. Thanks for being with us on Blue Squatch Productions, presentation of Can-Am Lacrosse. Here we go. Jake Bomberry at the top as they go strong left. Miracle with a hard rip, but Martin just snags that out of the air. He's directing traffic with his head. He wants a breaker. That's a pretty nice pass. Grabbed by Darius Anderson. He's got one with him. Shoots. Misses the net. Oh, and they're going to call a penalty on Tom Montour. A check from behind. Montour, as is so often the case, does not agree. Most players do not agree. We'll see. Here's the break. Nice catch by Anderson. Does a good job protecting it. There's a push on the back of the shoulders, as you can see right there. Clint Dooley little even indicated the push right up around shoulder level. So the check from behind will mean that is 4 minutes to Tom Montour. So we're going to be 4-on-4 for 1:42. And then Allegany could have a glorious chance to try to extend this lead, although we've only got 1:06 left in the second period. There's a chance, just missing, was Amos Whitcomb. That pass gets away from Atwood. He tracks it down. Oh, almost got the pass through. It was just tipped away by Stu Martin. He's off to the races. Josh Becker running with him. Look at the wheels on Stu Martin. Protects the ball, shoots. That's a big save by Chase Martin. And then Xavier Taylor. Oh, my. There's not much question about that one. Xavier Taylor's got to go and pick up his helmet. Luckily, it came away from his head instead of just taking his head with him. Here's the hit. Oh, yeah. Stu Martin maybe a little frustrated after getting stymied on that chance. We'll go and join Tom Montour in the box. Discussion among the referees usually means they're trying to decide whether that's a major or not. Boy, that would really be something. Yeah, it is a major for high sticking to Stu Martin, which means we're going to be 4-on-4 for 1:10, which will take us into the third period. And then 5-on-3 for 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Lane Smith backpedals over to Whitcomb. Fraser on the crease, peels back out. Sidearm pass. Lane Smith with it. Shoots far side off the post. It pops away from Tim Johnson, and Kluche with the pass. Hard backdoor attempt. Lane Smith couldn't quite catch it. It is grabbed by Johnson. Puts a shoulder into Kluche, but Kluche is solid. Still nice behind the back pass, and a pretty good shot just before the buzzer. Letting it rip was Phil Henry, who scored a transition goal earlier. And we will go to the second intermission with the score. 9-8 Allegany Arrows. 36 seconds more of 4-on-4 coming. 4-on-3 coming. And lots of opportunity for Allegany as we get going once again. I'm Steven Stamp. This is Blue Squatch Productions' presentation of Can-Am Lacrosse from the ILA. We'll be back after the intermission.
River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squatch Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction For sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction.
Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to Can-Am action at the ILA. The Allegany Arrows in the blue. They're heading to their bench. Enjoy a 9-8 lead. They are 4-on-3 for 36 seconds. And then they'll get Nate Kettle out, and they'll go to 5-on-3, barring a goal in the interim. Actually, even if they were to score a goal, they would remain 4-on-3 and then go to the 5-on-3 because Tom Montour is serving a double minor. That's the 254 you see. And then the major to Stu Martin. And Allegany will get possession. Chase Fraser will go forward. If you want to double screen, you can set up Blue Squash Productions' other stream. BSP2 is over at Oneida. There's a hard shot by Fraser, but stopped, and it's a back in on Colby Martin. But yeah, they are streaming the inaugural game at the beautiful new Oneida Arena. I am not going to lie, I am jealous as all get out of Greg Beecher and Charity, who are down there doing that game and getting to see that before I do. I'm going to get down there. I've heard it looking at the architectural drawings and the pictures coming, it looks like a similar kind of design, a similar vibe to the field house in Onondaga, which is the most beautiful place I've ever seen to play lacrosse. Hard shot from Kluche coming, stopped by Romanuk. And it is 5-on-3 now. Oh, and that pass gets away from Jason Henhock. That's kind of worst case scenario. And almost a penalty. That could have been a slashing call with the chop on the leg. What a finish. Amos Whitcomb recovers from almost losing his balance as he got checked on the calf. He is looking a little uncomfortable, but you're going to see he is very comfortable with the ball in his stick. There's the one I'm talking about. Actually down on the Achilles tendon. With the push, he still manages to get that one through. That is a gorgeous play by Amos Whitcomb. So the first penalty had expired to Tom Montour. That means the second half of the double minor for checking from behind is the one that's wiped out by that goal. So it's 5-on-4. Oh, nice job, Carter Romanuk, to pop out of the crease to avoid the back in. And Grand River will be able to work on killing some of this major to Stu Martin. Bomberry backpedaling. Gets a pick from Johnson. Flicks it behind the back, trying to get it through to Miracle, but it's picked off by Geddes. Jeff Geddes on the run. Chris Atwood taking his time. They're now back on the power play, set and ready to go. Only 10 on the shot clock. Fraser's hard shot rises right off of Romanek. Actually, they're saying it missed him. Now they're going to reset. I thought it had gone off Romanek. It just missed, I guess, and came out. They do get a shot off. And now ducking away from that check is Phil Henry. It's a 10-second count. Again, when you're shorthanded, you've got to get up into the offensive zone. Chase Fraser will take his time. Atwood up at the top. Oh, and just rips that one home. Chris Atwood, who's had a little trouble getting shots through tonight. No trouble with that one. That is vintage Atwood. With the pass down low, and Lane Smith burying that one. Lane Smith has been pretty quiet tonight as well. And he is an absolutely deadly sniper. As you can see, Atwood just, the shots aren't working. So make the pass, loads it up. Got to be a threat to shoot. He was. That made the pass effective, and Smith makes it count. 11-8. That's the first of two they can score on the major to Stu Martin. So those penalties looked like an opportunity for Allegany to pull ahead. Looked like a danger for Grand River, and it proved they were. Chase Martin makes a bit of an awkward save, but makes the stop off of Tyler Nanticoke. And Geddes gets it ahead to Amos Whitcomb. Had Cloutier cutting through, but he was well picked up there by Colby Martin. And Chase Fraser will take it at the top and just set up the power play. Big pick from Whitcomb. Here's Atwood. Cloutier behind the back. Couldn't quite connect with Fraser. What a smooth BTB that was. That one was tipped. I think it went off Phil Henry. Nope. I'm going to say it went off of the intended recipient, who was Nate Kettle. 1 minute to go in this major for the Warriors. It's a big difference if Allegany can score here. For one thing, of course, you get the goal. The other is if the second goal happens on the major, the player doesn't get to come out until the next hard stoppage. Here's a chance for Frank Brown. He has turned aside. Don't think he got that one where he wanted it. And that is not going to be a penalty. Grand River doesn't know why. And you can't call that one right after you didn't call the first one. Here comes Grand River. Nice pass on the run. Hard shot, just a little bit wide. Tracked down there by Jesse Johnson. Johnson, a couple of hard checks from Gill. And then Jason Henhock flattens Gill, loses his stick in the process. That pass gets away. It's going to be grabbed here by Carl Kettle. He's on the run. Tom Montour watching him. Hustling down is Chris Atwood. I didn't know Chris Atwood could still move that fast. Hard shot from Darius Anderson. And Atwood's going for the loose ball. Still battling for it. Looked like he may have played it with his hand there. And now there's some argument about what's going on. But Allegany has it. A little jump shot to Atwood. Oh, what a stop. Romanek. Tracked down by Darius Anderson. Anderson going to the net. No holding call. Atwood puts it home. No, it's underneath Romanek. Holy cow, that is a save by Carter Romanek. I thought Atwood had that one in. Here's Howdice Miracle. Nanticoke pulls it down and heads to the corner. Spins back away. Pick coming. Johnson with a little slip pick and roll. The pass was there. It just tipped off the head of his stick. That's going to be picked up by Paulus. They run out of time on the shot clock. Nice job by Miracle to take off after he took that shot right at the buzzer and take away the chance for Amos Whitcomb, who's trying to break out in transition. Here's Kobe Whitcomb. Ducks underneath Phil Henry. Nice trail check. Henry didn't let him get away. Cloutier. Lane Smith directing traffic with his head. That pass was tipped. Whitcomb's still going to be the first one to get there. They've got 20 on the shot clock. And there's a goal. Allegany starting to pull away a little bit. And that is just Kobe Whitcomb absolutely stepping into one. Pretty casual here by Amos Whitcomb. Fairly casual by Kobe Whitcomb, but then just tees it up and blasts that one home. So a discussion coming, or a discussion ongoing between the officials, and they're calling captains over. Tom Montour and Kobe Whitcomb go over. Trevor, what do you think it is? The goal came after the penalty had expired, right? A bit late for dinner. 8:34. It's going to be too late to get over to the Burger Barn. I went over there this afternoon, and boy, you got to call ahead, man. That place was packed up. They're explaining something to Kobe Whitcomb, and I think they've taken that goal off the board. So that would have made it 12-8 on that goal, right? So maybe we'll get an explanation. He's certainly not a big fan of what he's hearing. How Nice Miracle says, yep, yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely, you should take that one off. He hadn't gone through the crease and come out. I don't think it was after the 30. Huh. Let's just watch it again and see if we can see what it might have been. There's Amos Whitcomb as we get rolling. Kobe Whitcomb. I don't know. Looked good to me. Something was going on that we missed. Nice catch there by Nanticoke. He gets underneath. Good job by Darius Anderson to get him separated from the ball without drawing a holding penalty. And Nanticoke goes and just runs over him. And they're going to give them each other a little tap. No hard feelings there. And here comes Allegany again. Chase Fraser gets bumped by Stu Martin. Warriors happy to have him back on the floor. He's a key component of their team, whichever end of the floor he's playing. Atwood with the hard rip. That's off the foot of Romanuk. It's going to be back to Allegany as they lead by 3. Fraser's shot gobbled up by the stick of Romanuk. Here's Martin looking ahead. He was thinking about going to Owen Martin. Just wasn't there. Might have been able to get it through, but it was pretty high risk, and actually given the positioning, maybe low reward. Here's How Nice Miracle over to Owen Martin. Martin with the skipper. That's going to roll down the floor, and Xavier Taylor getting after it. He's going to scoop it up and get possession. He's got Frank Brown coming with him. Will he go back? No, he shoots. Pretty nice save, Romanuk. Tim Johnson faces some pressure but clears. Gets it up to Jake Bomberry. Nanticoke on the run, sidearm shot a little bit wide. That's a tough one to get back enough when you're going one direction, your momentum, and you're trying to shoot back the other way. But he does recover this loose ball. He's going to go for a rest. Get How Nice Miracle out there. Tom Montour stays for the offensive shift. It's a slow change for Grand River. They're just now, with 18 seconds on the shot clock, getting everybody out there. And it's 15 as they start to attack. Pretty nice feed through. Jesse Johnson just couldn't quite grab it. They're going to say back in as Darius Anderson lost control trying to pick that one up, and it rolled to Chase Martin. Miracle feeds it through, trying again to Jesse Johnson. Johnson gets it, goes behind the back with the big windmill approach. That shot by Miracle goes wide. They've still got time on the shot clock as it's scooped up there by Phil Henry. They've got 3 seconds. He's just going to, he's going to say he's going to lob it down. I wouldn't know if that would count as a lob, but he did get it the length of the floor and will force Allegany to come the whole way forward. Kobe Whitcomb beats it through to Kluche, goes behind the back. That was really all he had, and Romanek was right there for him. Still pretty nice shot, but Romanek played it perfectly. Here's Stu Martin. Thought he might get it back from Jason Hendhock. He's going to set a screen instead. Arm save. Chase Martin has made a ton of arm saves tonight. Just throwing those wings out. Great positioning, Xavier Taylor, but they're saying a little bit too zesty with the bum as he goes for that bee sting check. And it will be the orange-clad Grand River Warriors with the ball. It pops away there from Todd Thomas. Big collision there. We're going to have a penalty called. I haven't seen the indication of what it is yet. Give me 2, 4. Okay, do it this way as well. Let's see. It's coming up right here. Yeah, that's the hold. Little lasso around the neck, dragging him to the ground, and Mike Pallas will go for 2 or less. And Allegany has a chance to really get their 12th goal of the game. That one almost picked off. Trying to jump it was Owen Martin. They go up to Atwood, over to Kluche. He'll get it back. Got that one through, but Romanek swallowed it up. It's tapped out to Fraser, and he's going to backpedal, take their time, and get things going. Tom Montour taking off up the floor, so it's a 4-on-3 right now in this end. As Montour will stay up there. Backdoor attempt. Lane Smith turned aside. What a save there by Romanek. Here's Kluche. You'll find Atwood, who's come back down the floor after racing back to be covering Montour. Montour takes off, and Atwood is going with him. Holy cow, Chris Atwood is looking great. Tom Montour has some words for him. Sure, Atwood has something to say back. How nice miracle. Now we've got Chase Fraser staying up the floor for Allegany. We've got 3-on-4 at this end. Oh, it's a pretty big swat there from Darius Anderson. It's going to be a loose ball push called, and possession will remain with the Warriors. They've got a fresh 30, can kill that match with the 55. Down by 3 with just under half a period to go. You don't have to get crazy, but may not want to just stand around for a minute, even if you have the opportunity to kill this penalty. Owen Martin. Jason Hendhock's going for a change. Nice behind the back pass, nice behind the back shot, but just a little wide. Pretty good play by Miracle and Montour. Tom Montour's having a chat with somebody. He keeps pulling his shorts up. Not sure what that's supposed to mean. Kobe Whitcomb. Becker gets it back at the top as they're going strong left. Over to Kluche. Big pick. Whitcomb shot is blocked. Stu Martin trying to pick it up. He's got Tom Montour running with him. The 30 expires and it'll be their possession. Wasn't able to get the transition chance, but he will get possession and run up over center. Hands it off to Nanticoke. Big swinging check by Kobe Whitcomb on the way off. Swinging wrap check as they're all over Nanticoke. What a job by Tyler Nanticoke to leave it there for Jake Bombury, who almost snuck one through. That's a pretty nice shot to get that off, but Chase Martin got down low and got the stop. Lane Smith up over center. We are at even strength. Less than 8 to go. Amos Whitcomb. That shot from Smith is stopped. Tim Johnson is kind of perturbing Lane Smith as he heads back to the bench. He's got the wooden stick on the arm and just kept kind of pushing on it as Smith was trying to run back to the bench. Here's Dice Miracle. Big pick from Mike Pallas. Opened up a lane. There's going to be an illegal push in the back by Pallas. And we'll go back the other way. And Leo Sturris went over and said, that was a pretty nice bump, buddy. Billy D. Smith is taking the teachable moments with his club. He's talking to Darius Anderson, the youngster, about how he wants him to handle things out there. What a valuable resource for this club to have Billy D. Smith behind the bench. Atwood Rips one, gets it through, but it's turned aside by Romanek. Nice job, Owen Martin, coming up with that one. Then reverses course under the forecheck pressure from Josh Becker. Owen Martin leaves it there for Richie Albert, taking one of his rare offensive shifts. Gets it back from Bomberry. Double seal. Jump shot, but that one's blocked. Goes to Tommy Montour. He can't get it through. Nice hustle by Albert to come back. A little sidestep. Pretty good move. Liam Keane gets himself a lane. Crease violation, but it was a heck of a move. The eternal question, is it a highlight if it's not a goal? I think maybe. Maybe. It was a pretty nice play. I clipped it, so we have the option. Here's a breakaway opportunity. Xavier Taylor off the post with alacrity. Nice pass ahead. Here's Dawit Martin. He's going to let it blast. That one gets well wide. Hits the base of the boards, just on the upper edge of the orange, dashing on the bottom, and that goes straight up into the ceiling. Leo Sturris, it's a pretty fancy little BTB. On the run, coming out of the defensive zone, gets Chase Fraser, who's up into the offensive zone. Feed through to Cloutier doesn't work. They do get it back, 10 on the shot clock. Kettle with a hard rip. That one's off Dawit Martin. Snagged there. They got a man ahead. They get it to Stu Martin. He catches it. Pulls up, lets Fraser run by. That's a great play. And then the big bump by Fraser, who lost his stick. They're going to call him for the loose ball foul. And Stu Martin won't get a goal, but he will get possession. That's just a great one-on-one battle between Stu Martin and Chase Fraser. Todd Thomas is going to sweeping the defender's stick out of the way with his offhand, but missed it, so no ward. Liam Keane patient, then gets it ahead to Kobe Whitcomb. Allegany taking their time getting this changed. They're under 5 minutes to play. They've got the 3-goal lead. Atwood, Tom Montour watching him. Oh, that one's just a little high for Lane Smith. It's snagged by Johnson. Outlet pass to Tom Montour. Drops it, gets it back. He's got a man with him. He's going to pull back and shoot. That's going to roll back. Warriors saying that was back in, but I think just bounced off the leg of Atwood. Definitely not directed there. And Allegany back into the offensive zone. They're going to take their time again getting the offense out. But Kobe Whitcomb is just going to run through everybody. Hard shot, and that one takes off of Romanek up out of play. It'll be a fresh 30 for the Warriors. Allegany employing a very patient approach here late in the game with this 3-goal lead. Backdoor attempt doesn't connect. It's going to be tracked down by Amos Whitcomb with 10 on the shot clock. Fakes the shot over to Fraser. Oh, there's a goal. Chase Fraser from the outside. A little tete-a-tete after the play. I think we may have a penalty or two coming. We'll take a look here at the Fraser goal. Nice job tracking it down, and Amos Whitcomb, the big fake shot. Oh, and no fake there. That was just a rip from Chase Fraser. Yeah, it's going to be one for each. A little contretemps. And we were lined up to go 4-on-4, and the scorekeepers both put up their hands with 5, going 5-on-5, but now a whole bunch of arrows are going off. Oh, and the goal hasn't gone up on the board. It is 12-8, of course, after that last Allegany goal. Oh, big hit there from Xavier Taylor. Nice job by Nanticoke to fight it off. Still 8 on the shot clock. He's going to go for the hat. No, he's going to pass it through. Had Dawit Martin. Now Darius Anderson gets de-helmeted on a pop by Stu Martin. I think Martin's going back to the penalty box. So they make their way into the sin bins. Let's just see this play. You see Dawit Martin. It's right there, the bump, and then it wasn't a lot of contact. A little shove. I think they're both going to go. Yeah. Stu Martin just kind of a little shove. The helmet popped off. You know, you push a guy's helmet and it comes off, you're probably going to get a penalty. Certainly nothing vicious, but they'll send them both. That seems appropriate. Remember, more action from the Can-Am Lacrosse League to come on Blue Squatch tomorrow at... What time is it tomorrow? Is it at... That's a great question. Let's check that. We're going to look at the schedule. Go to the to the Can-Am Lacrosse League Facebook or Instagram page, and they will have all the updates on the games. Oh, that's a nice finish, but it's a crease violation on Chris Cloutier. Tom Montour comes out on the run, and we're going 3-on-3 here. Montour blasts it, no problem for Chase Martin. And now we've got another penalty come. Billy D. Smith is expressing his displeasure. It's an unsportsmanlike call, and that should actually be a penalty shot. If we're 3-on-3, that would be a penalty shot for that extra penalty because it can't be served, and you don't stack when you're taking players off the floor. But they're just going to keep it 3-on-3 and sneaky 4-on-3. As Romanek slips to the bench, here comes Todd Thomas. Sidearm sharp by Nanticoke. He tried taking another one, but he missed it. The net is empty. Leo Sturris is going to take a shot at the net and score. So it will backfire, trying to go with the 4-on-3. Long range, slow speed snipe by Leo Sturris. You see the pass just doesn't get through, and Sturris just takes his time. One hopper. And it's 12-8. You think it should be 13-8, right, Trevor? Trevor says it's 13-8. Okay, yeah, they're having a discussion. We got another 45 seconds of 3-on-3. It is 13-8. Don't necessarily trust your eyes. Trust Trevor Butts. He was on it. Tim Johnson comes up with that loose ball off the faceoff, and Grand River is going to be patient and methodical here, which we're down by 5 with 2:20 to go. I feel like you may want to have a little more sense of urgency. Here's Nanticoke. He's got a sense of urgency. He'll pass it down to Miracle. Wants the return pass. Miracle is looking for a drop step. Goes to Nanticoke instead. It's loose. Nanticoke wanted a slashing call. He's not getting it. Howdice Miracle does a nice job heading back to take away transition defense, or take away transition in the transition defense play. Here's Chase Fraser. 4-on-4 in 1 second. Now, actually, no, it'll go 4-on-3 because that unsportsmanlike for Allegany will stay in and will start. And then, so what's going to happen in 18 seconds? We'll go to 5-on-4 because those other two players will be released. There'll still be a couple of arrows in there. Boy, it gets confusing when there's so many in there. Todd Thomas, backdoor pass. Oh, just missing that was Jesse Johnson. They retain possession, 6 to shoot. Sidearm shot. Romanek heading back to the net after he'd been out for the extra attacker. So they could get the full. Basically, they put him out so they could have the 5 forwards out on the floor. And then when the penalty ended, the penalized player just stepped to the bench right beside the penalty box, and Romanuk returned to the net. 48 seconds to go, 5-goal lead. I fear that my streak of 1-goal Can-Am games be calling may be in jeopardy. It's been quite a game nonetheless. I'm Steven Stamp, very pleased to be bringing you this Can-Am action on Blue Squash Productions from the ILA here in the Six Nations of the Grand River Territory. That Nanticoke shot doesn't get through. Xavier Taylor blocked that one, I believe. Owen Martin lets one go. Delayed penalty coming. It's too many players. And that means penalty shot because we're within the final 2 minutes. This one's already been indicated, so we will get a penalty shot in this case. Looks like the Warriors are sending Haudenosaunee Miracle to take this one. A player for each team that needs to get out of the way. Tyler Nanticoke for Grand River and Justin Gill for Allegany were setting up. And now Chase Martin is going to go and have a chat with the official and say, okay, what's going on? How are we managing this? It's tossed up, and here comes Miracle. Mano a mano. Oh, big save. Chase Martin turns it aside. Not a super wide approach, and then coming back across to the middle, almost was offside, going against the grain, and that is a nice save. Chase Martin's made a bunch of those tonight. Started off almost unbeatable in the first period, just gave up a couple of goals. Grand River really got things rolling a bit, tied up the game. We're actually at 8-8 in the second period, and since then, it has been all Allegany Arrows down the stretch. We've got just 21 seconds to play. Romanuk is on the bench for the extra attacker. Wide open lane, face save by Chase Martin. He'll resettle the bucket after Haudenosaunee Miracle rang it off his chrome dome. Miracle pulls it down, steps around, backdoor pass. Oh, that's beautiful. And Miracle is going to try and celebrate with his teammate. And Leo Sturz was getting a little exercise, and then he realizes what's going on. He's like, no, we're good. Take another look at that one. Miracle. This is a great move. He actually gets almost run over because of the hard pick that knocked the defender into him. Makes the pass across, tucks it home, and that is going to do it. Oh, let's go back to the main game as I was still on replay mode. And the final score will be 13-9 in favor of the Allegany Arrows over the Grand River Warriors. Remember, there's more live lacrosse action on Blue Squash right now over from the new Oneida Stadium. That is the Utica Yeti and the Onondaga Fire are playing. And tomorrow we're back with Can-Am action. 3 p.m. from the Cornerstone Arena, the Tuscarora Tomahawks visiting the Tonawanda Braves. Thanks so much, lacrosse friends, for being with us. I'm Steven Stamp, and this has been a Blue Squash Productions presentation of Can-Am action from the ILA. We'll just leave it with the handshakes, and we will see you tomorrow.
Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River, Six Nations, and Blue Squash Productions would like to thank Hill Construction for sponsoring these streams today, bringing the juniors and senior games to you, and Legends General Store. We love it up here in Six Nations. Everybody's been awesome. Also, Plank Road One Stop for all your tobacco needs. Grand River